Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective, where you get a little bit of something and a whole lot of everything. Happy Monday! It is St. Patrick's Day. Um, I would go as far as to say maybe not globally, but at least not just here. All right. So for everybody that says that the Irish people don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day, um, when I was in London several years back, I ran smack dab into the middle of um, a St. Patrick's Day parade. And let me tell you, the majority of the people that I was around while I was watching the parade were not from England. They were They were Irish. I mean, obviously British, but they were Irish. So, anyway, um, I personally am 9% Irish. I'm about 18% British. So I guess split down the middle, right? But I take this day to honor my favorite drink, Guinness, and to honor my ancestors, who my great 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 grandfather, great 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 grandfather, three times great, I don't know, three times great, I guess, who came from Ireland. So you know, um, I grew up around my Hawaiian culture and around my Asian culture. So I guess I like to celebrate all the other ones as I'm an adult. But, I was going to say, you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with self love? Well, you are right. What does this have to do with self love? But I'm going to show you how to tie things into one another. We're on week number 3 of self love, day number 11 on this fine, fabulous Monday. List positive things about yourself. List positive things about yourself. Now, I know you were saying, Shelly Marie, you told us you were going more for the shadow work stuff, not the basic stuff. This is very important because this can be shadow work in its own way. A lot of times we find it hard to list things about ourselves. We might put down, I read books, I love movies, I am a geek, I am a nerd, I love music. These are all my things. But we don't put down personal things, right? I love my eyes. I think I'm pretty. I think I'm handsome. I love my hair. We don't get physical on ourselves. We just go inward, and that's fine. But we also, self love isn't just about loving the inside of you, it's about loving the outside of you. It's about loving yourself as a complete and whole package, inside and out. So, my challenge for you is to compliment yourself. I love my outfit. I love my hair. I love my face. I love whatever it is about you. I love my feet. I don't know, whatever it is. I love my fingers, my hands. Just compliment something about you. Say something kind about you. But first and foremost, when you get ready to write this list of positive things about yourself, what's the first thing that pops in your mind? I mean, for me, the first thing that popped in my head is I'm curious. I am very curious, which can be annoying to some people because I tend to ask a lot of questions. But I mean, I love to learn. That's one of the reasons why I love history so much, and why it is a bucket list to travel around the world, because there's so many places that are so old. I mean, for example, my curiosity when I was hanging out with my friend on my very first day in London. They had some business in town, or in the city, as he called it. And I ended up hanging out with he and his wife later. They were the ones that used to live here, and but we were walking to go get lunch, and all of a sudden, I see him looking around, and I was just like this with my hand on a building. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, this building is older than America." Okay, I'm all like, I cannot not touch it. I know, so bad. Like, do not touch. Ding. But no, no, really, I do have respect for things. I do. I mean, but it was a building, okay. But yeah, there's a curiosity that I have, or maybe not even a curiosity. I just love to learn, you know. And I think that's one of the reasons why I dive so deep into a lot of my heritages, including Irish and Hawaiian, because there's so much to learn. Drove my mom nuts because I should know more about my Filipino stuff, but she didn't know that much about it. I had to make friends, all right, to understand that side of my heritage, and I learned a lot from there too, and it's very fascinating. But anyways, enough about that, all right? Make a list of positive things about yourself. So let's read about this. Make a list of your best traits and accomplishments the next time that you feel in control of the universe. While it might sound a little cheesy, it can be a great reminder when you are having a less than stellar day. Although it may be challenging, initially developing this habit can help you learn to accept yourself. Um, I love that. Make a list of your best traits and accomplishments the next time that you feel in control of the universe. You know what? That should be the challenge. Don't wait until you feel in control of the universe, because what if you're one of those people who struggle with that and who don't ever feel in control of the universe, right? Which means you're not having that extra stellar day. So the challenge is really to just challenge yourself to write down what you think your best list of traits are. I mean, are you a great photographer? Do you see the beauty in what you're taking a picture of, or are you just shooting, snapping and shooting, right? Um, do you love to write? Are you good at podcasts? Are you good at, I don't know, are you kind to other people? Do you try to be there for other people? When you're there for other people, are you there for yourself? Are you showing up for yourself, or are you just showing up for other people because it helps you feel good about yourself? Those are things with self-love that we really have to work on. You don't want to just show up for people because it makes you feel good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're trying to fill your cup with that, it's not going to last. You have to learn to fill your cup with your own self-love. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And when you're trying to pour from an empty cup, it's because, that moment has passed. You're by yourself, maybe you're home, you're whatever, and all of a sudden you're feeling like again. And sometimes that's why it's a struggle when somebody says, "Hey, let's go do this," and you're like, because you're running on empty. You're not filling your cup. And that's why making this list about positive things about yourself is wonderful. Sure, it doesn't say anything about, complimenting yourself, but I think that's the challenge. The challenge is not to just wait until you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. It's about, seeing who you are in the mirror, seeing who you are when you wake up in the morning. Now, my hair, I told you guys, my hair when I wake up in the morning, whether I've washed it the night before or not, it's everywhere. I mean, it's like I literally want to know what, socket I am sticking my finger in every night when I sleep. But while I used to sit there and hate it and go, ugh, of course. Now I just laugh. Now it's really actually kind of funny. But, nothing, a little water, spritz of water won't hurt, help, right? But there was a time when I used to hate it. When I look at myself in the mirror and go like, yeah, who'd want to wake up next to that every morning? Whoever it ends up being, I'll be grateful. But making a list of positive things about ourselves, it does help us. And it helps us on those days when we're really, really struggling, where we're really not feeling so stellar, right? Where we're feeling kind of just like, eh, and that's when you pull out the list and remind yourself of everything that you're made of, inside and out. That's why I said the challenge isn't just to list your, best traits and accomplishments. List the things you like about yourself. If there's nothing you like about yourself, start small. I love my eyes, but I hate my nose. All right. But it's things like that. I'm learning to love my nose. Older sibling says I should just learn to love my nose because it's part of my face. And it is. It is a combination of both of my parents' nose. So this is something they gave me. But but I can't, well, I guess I can change it, but I won't. I won't, because it's part of me. It's my thing. And, more power to people that, want to do that. That's not, I'm not judging. I don't care. That's your thing, not my thing. I mean, but, I'm really digging myself in the hole there. That is your thing. That's fine. But when we want to change things on ourselves, do it for the right reasons. Don't do it for the wrong ones. Because sometimes when you change something, you can't change it back. So do it for the right reasons. Do it because it's something you want to do, not because you think it's what the world wants to, see you do. The world can suck it sometimes. there's always going to be mean people out there. There's always going to be trolls out there. There's always going to be those people that fight back. They don't even fight back intelligently. They just, start whipping out all kinds of insults, and it's just like, whatever. But there's always going to be those people. No matter how perfect our little tiny universe and our little tiny corner of the world might be, the minute we step out of that little comfort zone, there's always going to be those people, and you can choose to interact and make it either fight with them or let yourself feel bad about it, or you can ignore it, right? Because what do I always say? What other people think of you is none of your business. And when it comes to this list of positive things about yourself, this can remind you what you're fighting for. You're fighting for your self-love. You're fighting for you. You're fighting for your mental health. You're standing up for yourself, even if you don't say anything. Because see, someone could be a total jackass to you, right? But you'll go home and you'll see this list. Maybe you have it taped up on your mirror in your bathroom, and you go, you know what? That's right. That's the kind of person I am. Or maybe you interacted and you're feeling a little ashamed about it. Hey, if you're defending yourself, you're defending yourself. But you go home and you're like, that's right. That's the person I am. We're all human. Okay. We're all human. That's all I'm going to say. We're not perfect. All right. We're perfectly imperfect humans. We have emotions. Sometimes our emotions get away from us. And we can continue to make ourselves feel bad about it, or if an apology is necessary, then we can make that and we can move on and just let it go. And just remember, there are going to be times in life where people may not accept your apology on the first round or ever. And that's something you may have to live with, or that's something they may have to live with. And just be better if you were the cause of that. If you weren't the cause of that, don't worry about it. Just let it go, because they got their own issues. They got their own problems. All right. And you don't need to worry about that. If they want your help, they will ask you. So again, make a list of your best traits and accomplishments the next time you feel in control of the universe. While it might sound a little cheesy, it can be a great reminder when you are having a less than stellar day. Although it may be challenging initially, developing this habit can help you learn to accept yourself. Again, my challenge to you is to do it when you don't feel in control of the universe, because that's when you're really going to have to dig deep. That's when you're really going to have to go inwards and do the soul work. After this series, the self-love series, I'm going to do a week of shadow work. All right. We're going to talk about shadow work. I was reading one of my books yesterday, and by Emma Griffin, and I was just like, oh, this is perfect. This is gonna, and I'll throw some Jungian aspects into it as well. So, if you're sitting there going, I'm still a little sketchy on shadow work, I am going to go over that. I'm going to go over that the first week of April. So, or actually, yeah, because I believe that this series will end on a Monday. So starting that Tuesday, the rest of the week, we'll be talking about shadow work. Okay, so just hang in there. Just hang in there. I will reference it from time to time, but just hang in there a little bit, okay? Because we're gonna get there, and you're gonna get there. Self-love doesn't happen overnight. We would love it to, and for a lot of people, it can, depending on where they're lacking in self-love. But for a lot of us, especially those of us who have a dinged up mental health, well, you know what? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say especially those of us with a dinged up mental health. I think if you just have low self-esteem, period, self-love is going to be extremely hard for you. And, I shouldn't just narrow it down to a certain group of people. So I apologize for that. Yeah, if you just have low self-confidence and low self-esteem across the board, dinged up mental health or not, self-love is going to be hard. It's going to be hard because you already struggle seeing yourself in the mirror, let alone seeing the wonderful things that you probably do for people every day, whether it's acknowledged or not. And I'm here to unravel that. I'm here to teach you how to unwrap that gift that is you. Right? You are the present in your present. You're a gift. You are a gift. And that's what I want to do. I want to teach you how to unravel all the paper and the bows of you because you are a gift and you are enough. And that's what self-love teaches us. It teaches us that self-compassion, that, empathy, that self-respect. And when you make a list of things for yourself, of your positive traits, your accomplishments, all those things. And traits could mean, hey, you know what, I had a really pretty day today, or, you know what, I really love my eyes, or, I love the way my face expresses. I don't know. Whatever, I love my mouth, your lips, whatever it is that you find something about yourself. That's my challenge to you. Find one thing physically that you love about yourself, but you wouldn't say it out loud because you might be embarrassed. Because again, self love isn't just about what's on the inside, it's also about what's on the outside. And that's what we need to learn. We need to love ourselves as the complete package. All right. So do those things, list those things. Um, let's see. Let me get you started. What do I love about myself? What I love about myself right now is that I'm starting to see me. I'm starting to see myself, whether I have makeup on or whether I don't, whether my hair is sticking in 12,000 directions or not. I'm learning how to see myself, and it's been a challenge. It has really been a challenge. Um, yeah, I can't lie. It's been really hard. It has been a challenge. When I talk about self love and doing this series, I'm not just talking at you, I am actually doing this with you. I am hearing what comes out of my mouth. I am practicing the things that, these self love things have, told us, or that I have suggested. It's not just something that where I'm really kind of just teaching from a place of knowing. I'm teaching from a place of more knowing, but not complete knowing, because I still struggle with my self love. I do. And, I mean, if you know me, I don't have my shit together most of the time. But no kidding. I'm human. But, when it comes to me, if you know me, you'll know. But I am getting better at it. I mean, I'm not shying away from self compliments anymore. And, people might say, but that's being a narcissist. No, making people tell you that they think you look amazing, that's probably a narcissistic behavior, right? But complimenting yourself, that's you feeling good about you. That's you seeing who you are in the mirror, inside and out, and coupled with, wow, I'm having a great day. And when you're having that great day and you're feeling like, yeah, you're probably going to go out there, strut around and say, hey, I love that outfit. Or it's going to take away your shyness. You're going to be like, oh, I don't mean to bother you, but, I like that cologne you're wearing, or I like that perfume you're wearing, or that's a beautiful dress. Hey, great shoes, right? Or, oh, I love those rain boots. Hey, what a great umbrella. I love that hat. It's not just going to be about you. You're going to find yourself just feeling so good about life that you're going to spread that joy. Self-love is kind of the root of the joy that we share with everybody else. The kindness and the compassion and the empathy. When you're running on an empty cup, it's hard to find those things. And if you do have those in, then when you're drained after, you're just absolutely drained after, because you have nothing, because you're pouring from an empty cup. So remember to give yourself compassion. Remember to give yourself empathy. Be kind to yourself and give yourself some understanding as well. All right. Like I said, we're human. We're going to have those days where our emotions get away from us. And, we may not feel proud about it afterwards, but like I said, if you have the opportunity to make an amends, make an amends. If you don't have an opportunity to do that, then just, forgive yourself. All right. We talked about that earlier, in a previous day. So yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Tomorrow will be fun. Ooh, tomorrow. I'm already looking at this going, I got stories, but, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope everybody, takes care of themselves today. All right. Remember, it's Monday. It's a whole new week of practicing your self love. The weekends I don't do, because I like people to think about what they've learned over the week and apply it. right? Because that's usually when you're out and about, or maybe you're just doing whatever. But, you know, be kind to yourself. Okay. Be kind to yourself. And, you know, like I said, make that list of positive traits, and or positive things about yourself, your best traits and accomplishments. Okay. And remember, an accomplishment can be anything. If you got out of bed this morning, that's an accomplishment. Yes, believe it or not, that's an accomplishment. If you showered today, that's an accomplishment. For a lot of people, that is an accomplishment, you know, and so just be kind to yourself. All right. So again, have a great, great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow back here, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, Facebook Live. All lives are public under Shelly Marie Lucas. And again, you can find me across the social media board. Hi, baby sibling. And you can find it across the social media board either under my name or the Aloha Perspective. All right. So again, have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.